But
For inner conformity.
Exactly. Speaking of watching people, I don't know if you followed this, and I don't have a slide, but Eli McCann in the Salt Lake Tribune wrote a satirical article about this exact thing, that we look at people that used to be in the church or maybe are on the borderline or we don't know their status, and we say, oh, look, they're not doing this, or oh, look, they wore that, or oh, look, they're drinking it was a joke. And as part of it, as a complete joke, he said, or Mitt Romney hasn't attended church since 2005. It was just taking it to the extreme, right? Of the stories that we make up as we try to, understand what these Mormon celebrities, where they stand. So Mitt Romney just read that line. And he was upset, and he put out a post very quickly, and he said, oh, no, we are active. We love our church. We love our ward. We attend the temple. We serve. We are Mormons. This is an unsourced article, right?
Okay. I'm so sorry, Rebecca. I was trying to pay attention. So this involves Mitt Romney.
It's hard to pay attention to me.
And there was an article that accused him of not going to church since 2005.
No, he just did the same thing that Mitt Romney did. It's a satirical article about those of us that watch people who are in the church, and we look for signs of their activity, just like we just did with Elizabeth Smart.
So someone's making a joke.
And as a joke, he said, yeah, like, have you heard? Ha ha. Mitt Romney hasn't even gone to church since 2005. It was obviously satirical about how ridiculous we are for trying to put these judgments on people from things that we see. Mitt Romney misunderstood the satire, misunderstood the article, and quickly put out a statement reaffirming his faith, his activity, and his temple attendance. And he also said this is an unsourced article, right? Well, very quickly, everybody said, that was just satire.
Because it was
Have a sense of humor, right? And he, to his credit, he put out a statement that said satire 1, Mitt Romney 0. So he recognized it. Yeah, I know. I thought it was good, but it kind of made me think of how quickly people get so incensed and defend, oh no, not me. I am, you don't have to do that. Just be, if you're living your religion, just be, right?
It's almost like a reverse. It's like a reverse Poe's law.
Is that what it is? I don't even know what that is.
Poe's law is when you are being so sincere and zealous that it looks like it's indistinguishable from satire. This is satire that Mitt Romney could not distinguish from actual reporting.
Exactly. But they did do a follow-up article in the Tribune saying, satire gets the better of Mitt Romney. I mean, it was a thing. It was like in national newspapers, but I thought it was, like a week ago. Yeah. Except for everything that happened in between. Yeah. I would have made a slide on that, but I'm glad I could bring it up. But yeah, I thought he was very gracious afterwards. He's like, he didn't read the article. He just saw the line, or more likely somebody probably clipped it out and said, look what they're saying about you. Right. That's probably what happens. So,
and I call Jason Chaffetz not a Mormon.
There's so much to keep track on, and we're called every second of it, aren't we? So